Yesterday, I read an article in the newspaper about a lady who had fled the cartel-related violence in Mexico at the age of 17. Somewhere along the way, after reaching the United States, she heard the gospel. She became a believer, and she is now a pastor who ministers to so many migrants that are heading our direction, sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ with them. But she made this statement in her article that caught my attention. She said, in life, we're going to suffer, but it's not the end of the story. It's just the comma. Punctuation, of course, we know in sentences matters. Commas in writing kind of give us a pause and indicate we've not reached the end of that sentence. It's just a pause. There is more to come. Of course, many of us have probably read funny sentences that were missing a comma and how it can change the meaning. This one caught my attention, how this single comma impacts your grandmother. Don't eat, comma, grandma. Grandma, don't eat. Don't eat, grandma, versus don't eat grandma. So being a grandma, of course, that comma is pretty important because it's the difference between going without dinner and being dinner. Commas are important because it indicates we've not reached the end of the sentence. Some of us are at a comma in our prayers. We're waiting on God. And sometimes it's not easy to wait on God. But that comma in the middle, when we're waiting on God, is the time to worship. It's the time to keep asking. In our small group this morning, there was a verse that was used that Jesus saw their faith. Somebody who was needing healing, he saw their faith. I thought faith was all about something inside. No, faith is something you can see. How does he see my faith when I'm at that comma? Because I keep asking. Because I keep worshiping. Because I keep declaring, as the song that we sung earlier said, he is bigger, better, stronger, greater than this need that I am facing. So at that comma, we don't sit down and give up, but we continue to ask. We continue to worship. God's commas lead us to pause and then to continue with expectant faith. They tell us he isn't finished. It's not the end of the sentence. So if you're at a comma, may I encourage you today, keep asking, keep worshiping, keep declaring his word over your circumstances. He's not finished. He is not finished.